Islam Ramazanovich Makhachev was born on October 27, 1991, in Makhachev, the capital of Dagestan, a rugged republic in southern Russia. Dagestan is known not just for its mountains, but for producing some of the toughest fighters on earth. Growing up, Islam was surrounded by poverty, discipline, and a deep-rooted culture of combat and respect. From a young age, he trained in wrestling and sambo, Russia's version of mixed martial arts. It didn't take long for people to notice that Islam wasn't just talented, he was disciplined, humble, and relentless. Islam Makhachev trained under the legendary coach Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, the father of Khabib Nurmagomedov, former UFC lightweight champion. Islam and Khabib were more than just teammates, they were brothers in the sport, both born in the same village of Burshi, and both molded by the same Dagestani values of honor, faith, and family. Islam quickly rose through the ranks in combat sambo, becoming a world champion in 2016. But the real challenge lay ahead, the UFC. Islam made his UFC debut in 2015. With slick grappling, world-class control, and quiet confidence, he began dismantling opponents one by one. But early in his UFC journey, he suffered a shocking loss to Adriano Martins, a first-round knockout. Many doubted him after that, but Islam never lost focus. That defeat became fuel. What followed was a dominant win streak. Fight after fight, Islam showed his superiority on the ground, earning comparisons to his mentor Khabib, but with his own style, more patient, more calculated. By 2021, Islam had become a force in the lightweight division. The UFC could no longer ignore him. In October 2022, at UFC 280, Islam Makhachev faced Charles Oliveira, the man with the most submission wins in UFC history, for the vacant lightweight title. Most expected a battle. What they got was dominance. Islam controlled the fight, knocked Oliveira down, and then submitted him in the second round. He was crowned the UFC lightweight champion, fulfilling the prophecy of Dagestan's fighting legacy. In tears, he lifted the belt, dedicating the win to his late coach Abdulmanap and celebrating with Khabib, who embraced him like a brother. But Islam didn't stop there. In 2023, he defended his title against Alexander Volkanovski, the UFC featherweight champion and one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. Though many thought Islam would only dominate grappling exchanges, he surprised everyone with his striking and high fight IQ. In a razor-close decision, Islam retained his title, showing the world that he was not just a ground fighter, but a complete mixed martial artist. He had now stepped out of Khabib's shadow and created a legacy of his own. Islam Makhachev isn't flashy. He doesn't trash talk. He doesn't wear gold chains or chase headlines. He prays. He trains. He fights. He represents a new kind of fighter, one who lets his performance speak. Rooted in his Muslim faith, guided by loyalty to his people, and driven by a desire to honor his mentor's dream, Islam is becoming not just a champion, but a symbol. To Dagestanis, he's a hero. To UFC fans, he's a monster. To the world, he's a quiet storm, calm, but unstoppable. Islam Makhachev's story is far from over. With every title defense, every post-fight prayer, every humble interview, he is shaping a legacy that may one day rival the greats. He doesn't seek fame. He seeks respect. And he's earning it, step by step, fight by fight, in and outside the octagon.